right now the Indonesians are pretty strong in recruiting.
You just retired, so can you give some thought for this PC for today? Like right now, Malaysia is in the Group B with Philippines. Do you think Malaysia could give any challenges for Philippine teams and others team also?
Yes, well, with Malaysia in general, it's a great rivalry that over the past 15 years that I played with the national team always was good fight, good challenges, fair games, great support from the Malaysian fans and also from the Filipino side. So I'm pretty happy that we got Malaysia into the group because it gives an extra spice and an extra motivation for us.
I see. Thank you. I mean, like coming from your background itself, from Bundesliga, so I think the drive and the passion, although you just retired, what you could actually give to the table for Philippine teams, maybe in terms of the coaching style or what?
Well, yeah, I retired from the 11-a-side, which is right. But the 7-a-side football gives me the opportunity to continue the love that I have for the sport, the passion, the hunger that you mentioned. Besides that, I'm one of the more experienced one also in the 7-a-side football in the Philippines team because I played 3 out of 6 editions in the Philippines league, and well, a lot of the things boil down to making things right, and mostly of my career I've done a lot of things right to survive that long, and hopefully I can pass on a lot of things to my teammates, work well as a connection between the coaching staff, management and the players, and then form a group that is able to hopefully compete and for the championship.
I see, great. And then, hold on, yeah. Some of it, maybe this is not regarding the sevens. So I just want to know, right now Philippines is one of the first country from ASEAN to actually adopt heritage player, so which is just to enhance the team strength. So are you happy that more and more Asian countries is still, using the same step right now?
Well, yeah, I don't see why it should not be done by everyone. You know, in the end of the day, if you have Filipino, Malay, or Indonesian blood, like right now the Indonesians are pretty strong in recruiting or bringing back the players that have Indonesian blood or heritage, which is right, I guess, which is okay, because if you look around and all over the world, not everyone is just born and grow up in their original country. They have many cultures got mixed up, many countries got mixed up, which is a great thing because we shouldn't find any borders in general to separate each other from each other. If there's heritage players from Malaysia and they're willing to play for the country or for the Philippines or for Indonesia, I don't see any problem with that.
Yeah, exactly. And like you was mentioned just now, I think it's more pros than cons, right? So might be because recently Malaysia just won the Merdeka Cup, right? 1-0 versus Filipina, and we could see also Indonesia did so well against Saudi Arabia. Although some of the critics say that local doesn't get much chances for the youth development. So any take on you on this?
Well, I can only speak for the Philippines because we have the same discussion back home in our country as well, that the local-based players not getting too much exposure or too much chances to represent the country. I think it's not fair to assess it this way because those people coming from abroad or have Filipino blood, like let's say with the Philippines, we have Filipino blood coming from abroad. Obviously, the competition is higher, the education is a bit better, the environment is a different one. So it helps necessarily also to bring it mixed with the outstanding players from the local scene. They lift their game, they lift their expectations, their morals, and eventually this will grow together. Obviously, football, you cannot do magic and hope overnight that everyone will be on the same page, but in the long run, it's always good to have someone in terms of standing out and everyone else has to adjust to him.
Yes, cool. Thank you. Lastly, maybe you have any thought because as right now, Philippine football with the national team with the sudden departure of the head coaches. So do you have any take on this?
Well, good thing I don't have anything to deal with it, or just obviously as a fan, as a former player, and as a former captain of the national team, I'm concerned. But other than that, I think the team, the core of the team, the players, which are my teammates for 10, 12 years, I wish them well. I hope they do right. I hope they get treated right, and everything else is up to the management.